Hey Grant, Coach Gilcrease here. First off, just want to thank you for coming out to camp. Had a good time working with you. This is going to be your video analysis. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is make sure we've got a good base and a good foundation set up before we start our swing. Alright, so we got a good athletic stance here. We're squared up nice to the plate, good bend in our knees. Hands are kind of high up here. Okay, I like them more down here, but it's more of a preference thing. As long as they get back down to even, we'll be okay there. Okay, so everything is okay at this position. Okay, the next thing I want to get into is our load. Okay, so the most important thing here in our load is we make sure we keep our head in the center of our body here. We never want our head floating back and forth. We want to keep it stationary throughout the entirety of our swing. Okay, the next thing is we got to make sure when we take our stride here with this front foot that we're just picking it up and putting it down. Okay, we never want our weight to transfer to this front leg. We always want to keep it on our back leg here. The whole purpose of a load is to transfer our weight to our back leg. Okay, so we just have to make sure that we're doing that. Okay, we have to make sure we're keeping it back here. That way we can be explosive towards the ball. With that, when this front foot's going forward, our hands have to float back. Okay, they have to have a rhythm as well as our front legs. We have to have a rhythm in our swing. That way we can be explosive at contact. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and play you till that front foot hits the ground, and I'm going to check out the position we're in when we get ready to attack the ball. Okay, so what we got here is a good position. Okay, first off, the most important thing is our head still in the center of our body. Right here, our weight's in our back leg. Okay, so we transferred our weight well. This bat here, okay, it's getting kind of close to going behind our head. But it looks like it's going to be okay. It's not completely wrapped around our head. Looks like we're going to be in a good position here to be able to fire our hands in the right direction. So we have a good load going on. Everything is good in this position. The next thing that I want to get into, okay, is I want to check out the way we attack the ball. All right. So when we attack the ball, the first thing that goes is this back hip. That back hip's going to fire, and it's going to drop the hands down into a better slot to attack the ball. It's just going to be a natural movement. Everything is connected in this position here. So when this hip goes, our hands drop down to here, and then we attack the ball that way. Okay, so what I want to do is we'll say we're attacking the ball out there. I don't know where the pitch is going to end up, but we're saying we want to attack that ball and make contact out in front of us like that. Okay, so what we teach at Alabama is we want to be short to the ball and we want to be long through it. In order to do that, we have to travel to the ball as quick as possible, and the shortest route we can take is going to be that straight line that I just drew on the page for you. Okay. After we get to contact, we want to extend our arms through that and stay through that zone as long as we can. So now I'm going to check out the path that we take to the ball here. Okay. So the back hip went, the hands go. Our hands are pretty high here. Okay, so I'm hoping the pitch is up top. Okay, and it is. So at contact here, we extended way too far. Okay, so we met that ball way out in front. We're probably going to hit that ball foul down the line. Okay, we got to let that ball travel. I would like for us to make contact right in here. Okay, so let's just say, for instance, this is our contact position. There's some things I want you to check out here. Okay, so let's say we make contact right here. As you notice, your head's still in line. We got a stiff front side here. Okay, we got our right palm down, left palm up. So our hands are in a good position. That means our bat's flat through the zone. We do a real good job here of getting a good L on our backside. Okay, so we have exploded through the ball. That's a very powerful swing we got going right here. Okay, we got full rotation on our back foot. This position's great. Now the only problem is that we didn't make contact here. Okay, so if we let that ball travel a little bit more, maybe we're a little later in our rhythm, then we can make contact here. Okay, we always want to make sure we're making contact around here. Now, I mean, if the pitch is inside and you have to hit it out here, that's fine. Okay, but we want to mostly stay up the middle. So we're trying to drive that ball up the middle. We want to make contact right in here. Okay. So after we make contact, we want to see you push through the ball, get through the zone, stay on the ball. So we got a full extension, and then we come on around with our follow through. Okay, so everything looks good with our swing. Okay, we just have to make sure we have a later rhythm. All right, Grant? Coach Gilcrease here. Thanks again for coming out to camp. I had a good time working with you, and I look forward to seeing you again.